just in case it's weird. For the past year and a half, the pandemic has caused a massive swing in supply and demand. The silicon shortage and semiconductor shortage has been no exception. Along with GPU shortages, it's gotten to the point where even car dealerships have a lack of inventory due to this impact, just like subscriber shortages. What is a gamer to do? Well, this is part one of a series of videos where we're going to help you find ways to upgrade your gaming experience without a GPU. The first thing you can upgrade is your platform. Your platform for the purposes of this discussion is your CPU, motherboard, and RAM. You may be thinking, my platform works great. My 4690K or AMD FX 8350 are doing awesome. There's no need to upgrade. To the contrary, one big reason for gamers to upgrade their CPU, and by extension, their platform, is for frame time consistency. For instance, we will take a very popular CPU from a few years back as an example, the Intel 4690K. We ran data for 3 types of games to demonstrate this. As you can see in the top graph, Horizon Zero Dawn seems to scale well enough in these tests. But taking a look at No Man's Sky and Dirt Rally 2.0, this processor really starts showing its age. As you can see, the 1% lows and 0.1% lows demonstrate just how consistent newer CPUs have gotten over the past 7 years. The difference between this and the 5600K is understandably significant. AMD has been making some huge strides recently with their Zen 3 platform. So for a high-end choice, they are the go-to for any kind of production work, or if you just want the best gaming CPU right now. Though, if you want to stick with Team Blue, the 11400F and 11600K offer compelling value based on benchmarks from Gamers Nexus and Hardware Unboxed. We'll leave those review links below. Along with the CPU upgrade, upgrading your motherboard comes with a slew of upgrades like USB 3.0 for some, PCIe Gen 4, M.2 SSDs, and DDR4 RAM. More on that in a minute. Technology has not plateaued. Even in the last 6 years, processing power has exponentially mooned. But if none of that matters to you, what else could you consider upgrading? RAM. If you're still rocking the 4 or 8 gig system, you might consider upgrading to 16 gigs for gaming. We wouldn't necessarily recommend going up to 32 gigs unless you need this for video editing or other production workloads though. But you may be thinking, Dylan, I already have 16 gigs of RAM. I don't need the upgrade. Well, there's more aspects to RAM than just capacity. RAM in and of itself is very complex, but it can be boiled down to 3 metrics: capacity, speed, and latency. We won't go into the complexity of RAM for the time being, but what we can tell you now is that speed and latency work hand in hand with each other. For example, a RAM kit with a CAS latency of 16 and a speed of 3600 megahertz is very close to the same effective speed of a RAM kit that has a CAS latency of 14 and a speed of 3200 megahertz. In other words, look at your current RAM kit and evaluate what the max speed of your motherboard and CPU combo is rated for, and decide accordingly. Well, why should you care about the speed and latency of your RAM kit? Consider the existence of XMP profiles. Just enabling this setting in the BIOS gives you a free performance boost. You can see here just how important these RAM values are to your FPS and consistency in gaming. Now all this is to say, if your hardware is meeting your needs perfectly, or the games you play aren't very demanding, then don't feel the need to upgrade for the sake of upgrading. This generates less e-waste and saves you time and money. But if you need a few upgrades to either help with your consistency while gaming, or this is a production machine that makes you money, then we hope this video helped you to make an informed decision. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw, consider leaving a like. And if you want some more ham-fresh content, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss any of our future videos, including part 2 of the series, which includes some notable peripherals that you can upgrade. We'll see you next time.
Bye!